As much as I love the PS1, I have to say the PS2. I think the PS2 was definitively better than the PS1. The PS1 was cool. It was a great entry, but the PS2 was definitively better. Easily one of the best consoles of all time. In skate news, you remember that game I said was I don't know. Skate fans was like, we're gonna play the game where you had to go to the store for the microtransactions 4 times in a row in the tutorial alone. The game that has no story mode, no game features, but it's got new skins every week. Apparently it's got a bunch of bugs, and apparently they're also apologizing for this stuff. Apparently the game's not in a good state. I don't really see anybody talking about it. According to PC Gamer, we want Skate to be great. Full Circle, the developers, are handing out condolence rewards to players affected by game-breaking bugs. Live service game made by a $50 billion company that just sold, and now their net worth is worth $55 billion, released a unfinished live service game with game-breaking bugs. And the crazy part is they still haven't actually fixed them. I take PS3 over the 4 based on catalog. I agree. It's been nearly 2 months since Skate dropped in early access, and it hasn't exactly been the seamless skating experience a lot of us expected. Between bugs turning your character into a lump of voxels and making any tricks impossible, to progression issues that stunt your growth as San Vanderdesten's greatest skater, it's safe to say that Skate has plenty of creases that the developers are desperately trying to iron out. You know, and this is crazy too. There are game-breaking bugs in this game that stop your skater's progression. I can't stress enough, there's no story mode or anything to do in this game. The only thing you can do in this game is free skate and do random what's the trials. It'll be like do 3 kickflips off a stair. Awesome stairs, and you get a free t-shirt. And it sounds like people ain't getting their free t-shirt. However, to thank millions of people who have been jumping in, the team shared in a blog post that each player can expect a decent number of rewards. This includes 2,000 ticks to unlock rewards in the battle pass and 500 SVBs to spend on whatever cosmetics you fancy for your character and board in the in-game store. The only catch is that the ticks need to be used on the battle pass before the end of season 1, which concludes in the first week of December. In a way, though, these gifts feel less like a thank you and more like an apology for the shoddy state of the game and the number of issues that players have experienced since it launched. In the dev update announcing the rewards, the team highlighted a number of problems they're aware of and they're facing, such as the soft lock and progression issues and errors where the daily tasks reset. While these have been looked at, there isn't a green light suggesting either have been remedied. Instead, the post stated that there will be a few slip-ups, and they want the game to be great. The post continues, we're tweaking and fixing the game, some of it on the fly and some of it is part of the long-term improvements, but things will continue to change and improve. We all want Skate to be great, and working with you, our community, to fine-tune the player experience during early access is the way to get it. Guys, don't fall for the propaganda. I'm going to toot my horn once again because I was right. On this stream, I base what I say off the facts and the data, nigga. And I told you niggas before this shit came out, a year out, according to these reports, this ain't looking good. This is a 50 billion, guys, let me put this in perspective for anybody who's still holding on to hope for fucking Skate. This is a $50 billion company making the game, who released it unfinished. And when we asked, yo, what's up? What's going on with the game? They said, we want the game to be great. Nigga, you have $50 billion. Pay your developers. This game should have never fucking came out in early access because it is a $50 billion company. I'm going to keep saying that shit. EA is a $50 billion company, and you corporate dick munching ass niggas downloaded this shit and ate it up. This is unacceptable. If it was an indie title, I would have let it slide. This is a $50 billion company that just told you we want it to be great. Nigga, you got the money. You got the resources. I just told y'all the other day, I've been to 2 different EA studios. They both had soccer fields, basketball courts, weightlifting rooms, all you can eat cafeteria, an upstairs, a downstairs, a basement. You ever play Watch Dogs? You know, when you go in them big ass server rooms with the computers, EA has big ass server. They got everything you need. And whatever you need, you just call the boss. This game didn't have to be the way that it was, but niggas accepted it because we've been waiting 15 years for a Skate. And I said, don't accept that shit. You gotta vote with and the worst part is the day I remember I downloaded this shit for free. I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep open mind. I'm gonna give it a shot, bro. We get on the servers. Niggas had downloaded the $40, $50 fucking Reaper skin too. You paid ahead of time for something that's not done.
Super chat.
There's enough.
Me how much Kitty Pride loves to super chat my ear off. Shut up, stupid little girl.
Been a follower since MWN days. I wish for more success for you and the rest of GI. The PS4 slander, ball and gun.
Shout out to Dwayne.
Comedy kills me.
Shout out to Dwayne with the super chat. Appreciate it. And shout out to all the ball and gun gamers, man. Vote with your wallet. There's too many good games out here to be fucking hoping and wishing that Skate gets better. I'm not saying it won't. They could end up fixing it and it could end up getting better, but you're going to be waiting a long time. You might as well go play something else, man. Just uninstall the shit and go play something else. Do something better with your time, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Good friends don't let good friends play unfinished games, bro. Tell your homies, get off this shit. Go play something else, dog. Because this game could have been done. Just got an email for a PlayStation credit card, cop. A PlayStation credit card? Nah, that shit probably got a 50% APR on it, bro. They say, hey, if you use the PlayStation credit card to buy Ghost of Yote, we'll give you 2 points towards your next game, $2 towards your next game. Oh, you'd be like, oh man, that's crazy cash back. But then you don't look at the interest rate. If you pay that shit late, that shit 50%. They'll send you a PS4 as this shit. All they wanted was the online store working for day one. That's the only thing that works. That's the only thing that works, the store. It's the only game with that style of play. Yeah, I understand. Like the skateboard. Well, granted, the Tony Hawk remaster came out. It was pretty decent and it was free on the Game Pass. I get it. It's been a while since Skate came out, but like that doesn't, you shouldn't let your desire for something get you fooled into like a bad relationship. It's no different than like, you know, the type of people who really crave just physical touch and just wanting to be under somebody. So they end up hopping from bad relationship to bad relationship because they're afraid to be alone. This is the gaming equivalent. This is literally the gaming equivalent. Like, stop accepting, like, love yourself, nigga. God damn, bro. Love yourself. Yes, you should love yourself. I don't know if y'all see that LTG meme. Yeah, you should love yourself. Yo, shout out to Megas Reborn with the sub. Appreciate it. There's always a skate session in Skater XL. Stop being for everybody. Stop being for everybody. You, in other news, the Game Awards 2025 will be streaming on Amazon Prime with their new deal with Amazon. Viewers can expect Prime exclusive, limited time.
Sabretooth returns to mash my meat into.
Shout out to Saint. Viewers can expect Prime exclusive limited deals across nominated games, new releases, hardware, and more, revealed in real time. The Game Awards will also be live streamed on Twitch worldwide in 1440p for the first time. So you don't have to watch on Amazon Prime, but they are offering exclusive deals if you watch Amazon Prime. Translation: the Mountain Dew and Doritos Pope did it again. He finessed a new bag ad at Amazon, which also means there's going to be new ads. I predict there will be more ads in this version of the Game Awards than ever.
Tooth returns to mash my meat into oblivion.
Not the big money with the sub.
The daily content get a lot.
Every 10 minutes, there's going to be a fucking ad.
On my commutes to work.
Appreciate it, big money. Every 10 minutes is going to be an ad. And you know what? I just pray we get some cool announcements, some cool game announcements alongside, you know, celebrating the culture as a whole. I also can't wait for this. This is going to be a really fun Game Awards this year. If you thought Baldur's Gate 3 beating Spider-Man 2 was a big deal, Astrobot was a big deal, the way niggas was spazzing out, oh my God. When Expedition 33 wipes the floor with the competition, niggas is going to be really mad. The Silk Song niggas going to be mad. The Arc Raider niggas gonna be mad. Who else? I'm trying to think of something else. What other games is probably gonna be nominated? The Split Fiction niggas, they're not gonna be mad, but a lot of people gonna be mad. The Death Stranding niggas gonna be mad. 33 is gonna be clean. Type shit. Speaking of Arc Raiders, I looked into that review from Eurogamer because the fans of Arc Raiders have been upset with the way that Eurogamer gave it a bad review. And if you actually read the review and not just the tweets, I kind of understand where they're coming from. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, But if you read the context, I kind of understand the review because for those not in the know, Eurogamer, I think they gave it like a 2 out of 5 because Arc Raiders uses AI and the Arc Raiders community loves the game and they're upset because it brought the overall average down, which is crazy to me. Because if you enjoy the game, why do you care what another review thinks? But anyways, it doesn't stop your shit. But the reason they gave it such a low score was they said that it was dystopian to use AI to basically rip off voice actors. But let's be for real, Astrobot. Astrobot was a great game, and anybody who says that didn't play it, I stand on it. I stand on it. It was the best game. It was better than Wukong. That's right. That's what it shat on. It was better than Wukong. It was 100% better. It was fun, vibrant, creative. The only time I ever enjoyed using the goofy ass controls in that damn PS5 control, it was. Only people who say that shit didn't play it. Y'all niggas don't be playing games. I don't want to hear it. It deserved it. It was a great game. Now, would Astrobot would have won this year? I don't think so, but it wasn't as much competition last year. It deserved it. Yeah, Wukong just broke PS5s. But going back to the Arc Raiders thing. Yeah, so they used AI. They weren't paying voice actors, and he was arguing that it rubbed him the wrong way and it kind of ruined his experience because in the game, for those who haven't played Arc Raiders, it takes place in a dystopian, post-apocalyptic world that's ran by AI. And he was just arguing that it's kind of hypocritical and weird to play a game that's basically criticizing this concept of using AI and how it can overrun the world. But then you're using it to make your game. You see what I'm saying? I was like, you may not like it, but I was like, that's a valid point. But I think when people are playing it, there's cognitive dissonance. And I'm so glad I actually read the review versus just reading the headlines. I was like, I think it's a valid point. And I can understand how that ruined your experience because he's thinking about the bigger picture. You don't have to agree with it. I'm not saying I do. But I was like, I understand where he's coming from. And that's what I hate about the internet. The internet just sees a tweet, they see a headline, and they just went, instead of like, yo, read stuff, bruh. Read stuff. And I was like, that's somebody who's not afraid to share their opinion. I do think that's food for thought. It's hypocritical, basically. It is hypocritical. But I guess, but it's like a small part of the game, but it's not. That's the AI, the use of AI is not a small part of the game. Because the voices are AI and it's a live service game that's constantly going to be updated, which means there's constantly going to be people who are not receiving work. So no, it's not a small part of the game. Anyways, you got to remember fanboys will die on a hill type shit. It's also for the voice changer, which is something somebody could have programmed or whatever. I thought they had real actors to permissions to use their voice for the AI, which some people don't like. That's what, regardless if they signed it away, some people don't like it because you could also make the argument that it's predatory. Those people who signed away are most likely probably new voice actors who don't know their rights as a voice actor, or they were just excited to sign along and say they were a part of something, not realizing they got finessed. It's no different than, a kid in the hood, getting poached out the hood and getting a record deal. Like, yeah, we hear you should read your contract, but that's easier said than done when somebody doesn't have those resources, if that makes sense. We don't know the situation. I just thought it was interesting. I was just putting it out there, food for thought. I was like, okay, I understand where they're coming from. AI is 1/3 of the game. It's the enemy's mapping and the combat. So it is a big part of the game. Yeah, 360 deal type shit. And other news, I just wanted to put that in the universe that I read it. And I was like, interesting. That is an interesting take. Anyways, Ghost of Yote sells 3.3 million copies in its first month of the sales. Sony confirms the news. I don't really have much to say on this other than congrats to Ghost of Yote for selling that 3 million in the first month. Is this good or bad? It seems like all the best games that have come out this year have sold between 1 and 5 million in the first month. And depending on whether or not you have an agenda, that's a success or a failure. I think they're all successes. But once again, this is another great game that sold 3 million. Is this a failure? Because some people will say it's a failure. Keep in mind, this is only the first month. Why are people hating on this game? Who's hating on it? Consistently getting 700 viewers. That's great work. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, YouTube. Hit the like button. They trying to boycott it. Who's boycotting it? The internet is not a real place, guys. How much did it cost to make? I don't know. Ghost of Yote production cost. It cost 60 million to make. Let's see. Calculator. Let's see. 70 times 3 million. They've all right, so you see this now. A nigga on the internet will tell you this shit is a failure. It cost $60 million to make. In the first month, they've made $210 million. But niggas would be like, that shit is a failure. That's not good. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. Pretty good profit. Y'all gotta stop giving the oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but niggas would be like, that shit is a failure, bro. That shit's a fucking failure. You think Yote innovated from the first game? Not really. I think it just iterated. It didn't innovate, but it iterated and it cleaned up a lot and just streamlined a lot of stuff. This year alone, keep in mind, it's going to make more. It's going to make more money, which is another example of, keep in mind, guys, they spent 60 million, already have made 200 million back in the first month. Fucking pay the employees, bro. Pay the employees. It's going to make more money. There's no way Ghost of Yote doesn't move at least 10 million units, at least. Pay your fucking employees. It's a sequel. It doesn't have to innovate. That's not true. That's not true. I'd argue sequels are usually where you find the most innovation. From 1 to 2, that jump is usually where you find. That's why people have expectations for the sequel. So yeah, I don't agree with that. It's a sequel. I get where you're coming from. If it's a sequel on something that's already popular, it doesn't have to innovate because then they can ride on it, on the success of it. But traditionally, usually the second game is the more innovative one. But anyways, that was Ragnarok's problem for me. The combat was crazy innovative, but still wasn't crazy innovative, but it was still fun. The pacing for Ragnarok was the big issue for me. Ghost of Legends Yote will come. Yeah, when Legends comes, it'll sell even more. Nah, they gotta recoup that money off Concord. The Concord slander. Marvel Rivals Season 5 is here, so it's that time of the month for me to act like I'm coming back to Marvel Rivals. Gambit and Rogue has been confirmed. I have the Gambit trailer, but let's check out this first one for the launch trailer. But before the time stream Entanglement tore this world apart, Gambit and Rogue were ready to say I do on Krakoa, but Destiny intervened. Now Gambit set out for a daring cosmic heist to steal the universe's rarest ring and win back the moment that time itself stole for them. Damn, what a man do for a woman. Across galaxies ruled by the elders of the universe, their bond will be tested by lies, power, and impossible choices. Can love survive? Let's get it. Game still going? It's still going.
You sure you're making the right choice, bub?
Not a doubt, Mona B. I'm free to be myself.
Mona B.
But somehow, she manages to keep me grounded. She's my whole world.
You know,
Come back with the storm carry, please.
yet you still chose him.
Of course I did. Rim has always been there for me, no matter what.
Let us hope that stays
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
in the chaos to come.
Oh, everybody getting married. Black Panther Storm type shit. Did I ever watch Meg? Oh, they gave her the fatty back. This is not Rogue from X-Men 97. This is X-Men, the original X-Men from the 90s, the original show. They gave her the fatty back. That's why he married her. That's that jambalaya. That's that jambalaya, chat. That big gumbo. Dr. Umar would approve, which I say he's not even really a doctor. That seafood boy. All right, let's look at the Gambit trailer. Every white girl got a fatty in Rivals. Yeah, the devs try to deny it, but the developers, developers of of Marvel Rivals likes white women with fat asses. They like pogs, bruh. And you know, Asian and whites tend to go together a lot of times. So like they can sit up here and lie and act like they're not some fucking gooners. We know what you are. They like them pogs.
Make way for the...
Wait, he's a strategist? Healer? Or he might be like a combat one.
Désolé. Lucky draw.
So it looks like the cards were like bouncing off of people. It's basically an AoE. It was like he's more of a damage strategist though, I think.
By the eye of Agamotto. King of Hearts.
You got a dash. What was that? Like a shotgun blast?
Shuffle up.
Yo, shout out to the Unbearable with the super chat.
Remind me how much Kitty Pride loves to super chat my ear off. Shut up, stupid little girl.
A deadly deal.
He's got the AoE.
Got a full deck. Allons-y. Gambit never falls.
What does this do? Is that a shield? What are these cards doing around him? Is it a shield or is it like damage? So like if he touches anybody with it, because he also gave it to Punisher. What is that doing? I wish they would fucking explain what this stuff does. Empowers attack. Oh, so it's a damage boost. Okay. So his ult is he boosts the whole team. Pretty useful. That's pretty useful. If everybody gets it and you pop it at the right time. Shit, do that and do like multiple AoE ults. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. I feel like a lot of DPS are probably gonna try to play him. I mean, I've always been a healer, bro. Two things. PS4s are gonna blow up with this update, and there's gonna be 100 player lobbies in an 18v18 mode. Really? What? 18v18 mode. Let's see. Marvel Rivals. It's in the dev talk. This shit is 17 minutes. We might have to save this for later because I mean that state of the play is about to start. Although let me just skip to that part. That's all I really care about. Where is that on that joint? I want to see that.
Hello.
Is it?
After a lot of hard work and a little health sacrifice from Zhiyong, we finally launched our first ever PvE mode for Halloween, Marvel Zombies. This was a huge challenge, especially with only 6 months of development. We pushed limits with over 200 zombies on screen.
State of play what? A bunch of games coming out of Asia?
For an over-the-top superhero experience. This presented enormous challenges both technically
Is this the
and
mode?
in terms of gameplay design. It's just the beginning.
They added Dynasty Warriors to this bitch, bro. What the fuck?
We know that
Nah, this is old? Okay.
Hey Rebels, it's me, Zhiyong, back again. Time really flies. Halloween is around.
I know some people in GI said they're coming back because a lot of GI members are big X-Men fan. I know JG said he's streaming it.
Found your own happiness, both in the game and out in the real world. The brand new season 5
It's further
is
back.
around the corner, and it's a big one for us because
Oh, new mode.
with your support.
X. Season 5 also introduces a thrilling new
Is
mode,
this it?
18 vs 18,
Yeah.
Conquest, Annihilation. 36 players will cash in the all-new Grand Garden map, promising epic chaos and unforgettable fun. This mode goes live after the update on November 27th. We hope you enjoy it. We are also adding a placement system to competitive mode starting in Season 5, with more details coming soon from Zhiyong. Season 5 brings you the grand debut of New York's Times Square. This is a long combat map that can host up to 100 players, hang out, dance, watch videos, read books, and let your imagination run wild.
That he just partying?
We've seen so many fun, friendly meetups in the Doom match, Sectum Sectorial map, so we wanted to give everyone a dedicated space for socializing, relaxing, and sharing cool moments outside of battle.
That is kind of cool. I mean, it's something else to do in the game. They weren't lying when they said their focus is the casual audience. They understand where the money is. It's not the competitive scene. So like that's good that they are giving different things for people to play. Because there are some people that just only play live service multiplayer games. So it's giving them something to do besides sweat. Rogue might be a healer too. Rogue could the cool thing about Rogue is she could honestly be anything. She could be DPS, tank, or healer. So it's really what the devs want to do with that one.
Season 5 marks the first anniversary of Marvel Rivals, a milestone for us and for all of
I say make her a tank.
After the November 27th update, you can join our anniversary event to earn 2,500 units and a free legendary Jeff costume. We are also rolling out a series of exclusive anniversary costumes.
All the waifus are gonna love it. Hey, hold up, bro. I need to update. I'm about to do some work on stream. I need to update fucking what's that shit?